World Cup Snooker 2017, China versus Germany, best of 5.
World champion, and Fergal-O'Brien, former British Open champion.
That was some result.
Single frame matches are a great leveller.
Look at the matchups and say, well, best of 9, bound to win that one, but only one frame, as you say, Phil. It can all turn around. I mean, look at Scotland yesterday, lost 3-2 to Thailand.
Was the lead-off man against the Irish yesterday. Made a 54 break on the way to beating Fergal-O'Brien.
Well, it's never going to be easy. It wasn't that far away. So first blood to Germany then, in this opening frame of 5.
And that red, though, was...
No good with the cannon.
Let me just quickly earlier, as Mike said, Scotland beat Cyprus, but only 3-2. Northern Ireland, they are top of Group D after a 3-2 win over India. And Thailand, they're also undefeated. They beat Israel 3-2 champion. They beat Switzerland 3-2. So in Group C, England looking very good with 9, and Iran and Australia are joined second with, when all is said and done.
Yeah, I think Scotland will need to get a march on in that group as well.
Foul. China 4.
Well, okay, the white's gone in, but it looks fairly safe.
We'll keep you informed as to how those matches progress.
Well, that was close. Just before we came on air, as you feel, discussing the prize money.
And there's an extra incentive as well. The winning team, both.
Well, that was about the best he could do from there. I think Liang would just...
That's always a good sign to me. Doesn't matter the quality or the experience of the opposition, especially in one-frame matches. You can't afford to take liberties.
We had 3 centuries yesterday, actually, during the play. I mean, Marco had 113, I think it was, and then he had a 94 in another frame. So it just shows you, 60s, 70s will do in this sort of format. Even a 50 and a 30. Not sure what he's going to do here, especially with that red down the other end of the table. Possible plant.
One.
Nicely done. On the brown, down for the red in baulk. Colour. Just didn't hit the white hard enough from the brown. Oh, is he going for this? Might be. Yep. Caught the green, but he's lost the cue.
6.
Well, at the end of the day, he's still at the table, so he can lay.
Blue ball. Germany 6.
Lancashire to Yorkshire.
Needs some cover here. He hasn't got it. Well, he's playing the more difficult red here for me. I thought he'd be playing the one nearest the pocket.
One.
That's unlucky. Brown here, so again, he needs to try and cover this red over the right-hand corner.
Germany 1.
Well, he hasn't done that.
One.
Well, I must say the bounce off the ball cushion seemed very springy.
Six.
Well, that's very good because he was quite. Yeah, got the right side of the blue this time. Good recovery, Paul.
We've talked about his English Open win right at the tail end of last season, just a couple of months ago. Okay, he was beaten in the last 16 of the World Championship. On paper, looks nothing special. But that match against Ding in the second round was an absolute humdinger. Liang played brilliantly, even though he succumbed 13-12.
Yeah, he brought the best out of Ding Junhui, didn't he? Of course, they're not rivals today. They're partners, team members. Very much in the driving seat in this competition, really. They, one of the favourites, as we've mentioned, on side places. People like England and Wales. And what about Wales, Phil? Mark Williams and Ryan Day. Ryan coming off the back of that great win in Riga. So he's on a high.
Yes, I think both players are on pretty good form for Wales, and they've got a really good team spirit. Genuinely friendly, those two.
32.
I was speaking to David yesterday, Phil, just talking about down the list in the top 16. I mean, obviously Mark's not here, Mark Selby, world champion, one because he's broken his toe, but if he hadn't have done that, England could have put 3 teams in, to be honest. You've got China, who've got 2 teams because they're the hosts, but in the top 16, could have picked 3 teams out of that. There was Sean Mayfield, Ronnie O'Sullivan, Ali Carter. Amazing, really. And the standard, and Jason Ferguson. who are spreading the gospel around the world, and hopefully we are too here in Eurosport. But there's plenty. These boys can't whinge and moan these days, Phil.
So many playing opportunities, so much prize money on offer.
As simple as that.
Well, he's taken these nicely.
Yeah.
A quite simple pink for a half century.
Yeah, sorry, Phil. And I think, I'm not sure, cannon into those two reds, or might just run into the black. Push the other red off the cushion. Just settle for the 6 points. Well, this one obviously goes.
And it's all he needs, so he can play conservatively.
Yeah, he could have done with this being a little bit straight. It's frame ball. Well, you need a couple more after this black going in. Ah, could have done with that actually.
53.
Well, he's left this. A bit lucky there. He's slightly hampered with the brown, but I still fancy Liang to knock this in, and it should be first frame to China A. Well, the brown didn't help. He's still got to win this frame yet. It's only one snooker.
Yes, he broke all kinds of technical rules there. The head.
As long as he didn't touch the brown, that was the main thing.
Now, I'll tell you what, if he can pot two blacks off the two reds, and then maybe get the snooker off the yellow in behind the brown.
Well, I think he's heard you, Phil. That's his idea. Left in this frame, yeah. I mean, if that black had gone in from Liang Wenbo, it was all over. But we see it, and we say it time and time again, Phil, don't we?
Germany 16.
Side cushion going off. If he catches this about quarter ball. Or on the other one. Oh, imagine.
Yes, and with the in, could still pinch it.
Oh, that's not overly clever. Group matches, Phil, into the last 8, and that's when for me, that's when the tournament will really start. Had some good snooker yesterday, actually. Well, again, that's frame ball, but I think he's missed it. Now, has he been lucky? Refused the pot, trying to lay the snooker. Could play it dead weight. Just the table. Doesn't want to turn it over though. Gone with pace. Well, he's caught it well, but where will they finish? Well, if it passes the blue, it's frame over. Looks good to me. Oh, it's a bit wide.
If he'd done that, you just assume the pot's going to drop in.
That's what I was thinking. I just wonder if that's moved a little bit to the left. The bonus with the snooker, of course. Oh, well, he's missed that by a mile, so it should be frame over now.
Foul. China 4.
Well, in some ways, Liang's got away with this frame a little bit. He missed the black early on, which would have really sealed it. And I don't think that attempted yellow was probably his fault. But again, I was with you, Phil. Once it got past the blue, I thought it was guaranteed to go in. Doesn't matter now. It's going to be the first frame to China 8. Well, they kicked off with a 5-0 yesterday. Can they do the same today? Junhi up next in his first singles match today. He will be playing Lukas Kleckers.
China 5. Yep. And the frame.
As Mike said, they haven't lost a single frame.
World Cup Snooker 2017. China versus Germany. Best of 5.
Not the best break-off. He's everywhere. Oh, without, he's been a little bit unlucky because, or has he blocked the pocket for the black? It's blocked.
China 1.
Well, it's been an exception to make it 2-2. Very lucky there, but made a lovely 83 break in the decider.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Well, so was that. I said at the time, Phil, I thought we found a new start. And I'd like to see him in another couple of years' time with a bit more experience. He's proved that already, and he looks very, very confident in this environment. Good signs. We know that over the years, Phil, that the wealth, shall we say, but it would be nice to have a
World-class player emanating from that particular part of the world.
Yeah. And of course, the popularity in Germany is a lot of it is attributed to our fellow Eurosport enthusiastic, isn't he?
Real legend, Rolf, and I think it's one of the great TV success stories that we get such good figures.
I said you must come over and experience the Temperature because it's a wonderful venue, wonderful atmosphere, and all the players love being there.
14.
Yep. I'm sure there'll be a few, one or two words of encouragement from Rolf as well. He's just overdone that slightly.
On the surface, he was a little fortunate early in the break. He played a red to the right-hand middle as we're looking at the screen, which I still can't believe fell in. It caught so much of the left-hand jaw, but went in it did. And from there, he took his chance like a seasoned pro.
Yeah, and there's a couple of reds that he took on at the end of the break there, Phil, which he could have backed away from, but he didn't. He took them on, they went in, and he won the match. I just think this lad's got everything, actually, but again, it's see how he progresses in the next couple of seasons. But it's all there.
Well, he provided Germany's solitary success yesterday when they were beaten 4-1 by Hong Kong. Beat Och. The way things are going, this one might be a little more comfortable. Well, he's still on the pink to the middle, but he didn't hit that well at all.
Yeah, a little tricky one now. I mean, if this is an individual match, best of nines, he'll probably take in the pink on, but in this sort of format, he's got to think about his partner, team member, really. That's why he's looking for safety, I think.
Yellow ball. Germany 31.
Oh. Oh.
One.
Unbelievable. And well, this also is a. Well, there again, Phil. I think if it had been an individual match, Ding might have taken the black on.
China 1.
But these, what we call what, one-frame shootouts, are totally different.
A big risk for not a certain reward. And of course now, by playing the yellow in that manner, he's got it in the open, which means if he does get a chance, all the more likely he's going to clear up.
Yes, he's testing the young man, isn't he, to see what he's got. That's what it's all about. Of course, Ding is favoured.
To the same pocket.
Yes, and he's got the angle, I think, just to avoid the red near the cushion. Nope, came across this one. Well, it's a decent cue ball. He's got some distance between the reds and the white. He can also play it with topspin, but there's the red near the middle pocket that's the problem. Do you know, he might... Does that... Well played. Oh, that's a little bit unlucky. Just clipping the blue there, but you can try and lay a snooker here. Well done.
Putting Ding in deep trouble, but also having the presence of that opportunity to bite back.
Yeah, Ding will be coming off 3 cushions here. Try and lay on these 2 reds near the top cushion. Looks like it's a good angle. Yep, well played. These referees are a nuisance, Phil, aren't they? Getting them.
The first frame of the Republic of Ireland and Egypt still in progress.
That brown could be important though at the end of the frame if Ding were to get in. Just keep things tight. Nice, I think, I don't know.
Well, I can tell you. A couple of decades ago, with a really good account of themselves against Scotland in the final before being defeated. And that was when Scotland could rely on what they were calling at the time the dream team. Alan McManus.
Fitting, of course, if he gets the opportunity. Tell you what, this is looking good. What about this one? Oh, nearly.
Can I say Mike Jacobs played a cracker?
I wish he hadn't.
Yeah, cheesy.
Terrible. You're just sitting up all night and thinking of these, aren't you? Wow, and this one.
Now then.
Well, he's just got a little... I think Lukas here is looking at one to the left corner. Well, white could be close though. That's okay. Well, he found a good path back to baulk there. Well, that was a fine shot. Well, that's amazing. I don't think he played, and there's the black in the way as well. What's he going to do here? Well, we could see the other one. That's fair enough. But he's underhit it.
With the balls as they are, useful. Ding needs this.
And I think the nature of the frame, where it's gone, the way it's gone, Phil, it's just gone scrappy, hasn't it? And of course then...
But he's not really had a clear-cut scoring chance yet.
No. And obviously that was there was pressure on that one. Now, does he have the angle to drop him behind this red near the...
Six. Seven.
Could have done with a little bit more on the cue ball, but it's not bad, especially with the ball colours off the spots. So all he has to do is get the white at this end of the table for this lone red. He's played a pretty good frame here, Lukas, Phil, hasn't he? It's been solid. He's not taken any risks. He's had a couple of opportunities to take balls on red, i.e. reds, but he's refused them. Just been patient.
Here.
It seems that he's got a good snooker brain. He's a good thinker, isn't he? Before he commits. No, he's not slow, not overly fast. He plays at a good tempo.
And now he's moved 43 ahead. 51 on, so just needs one more ball to put the frame pretty much safe. One more red required.
Yeah, nicely done. Well, all this young man has to do is just keep his discipline here, and it should be one apiece. And you never know, in the doubles, anything can happen.
The show that one-frame snooker is a great leveler.
Yeah, a few minutes ago when he took that straight red on, that's probably the only chance he's had for some time, isn't it?
And when you think in the early 70s, Mike,
From black and white to colour, it was there. Got to be careful here. I wonder if he can make this into a plant. No. Still having to be patient. Good pace. Well, he was trying to sneak in behind the black there, but oh dear, what an opportunity that was.
just a little.
One.
Another colour, he can lay an absolutely humdinging snooker. Off the red in behind the black.
7.
Well, it's still a bit of a stretch with a mini bot on. Well played. I can't tell you how good that is, because when you put that mini bot on, Phil, it just throws the cue slightly. You know, you have to pre-pot the pink leather snooker. Well, I wonder whether he was thinking of leaving a double to the middle there with the option. Can't play it from there, he'll double kiss it. Oh, he's gone too far. Now has the brown come to his rescue? Well, that was what a great opportunity that was. He's got here, if he rattles it, he might nudge the yellow off the cushion. Well, there again, showing good discipline. Well, that was unlucky. He just caught the middle bump there. He's got the snooker, but he was trying to move the brown off the cushion. But might have to bounce this into the cushion because the natural angle is where the middle pocket is. That's a good hit. Hang on. Oh, hello. Oh, well, after all that, he's fluked frame.
2-2. At the moment, luck's on his side.
Germany 1.
And still keeping things tight, sensibly. Knocking another ball closer to a cushion.
For a young man, he's only 21 years of age. Good hit from Ding.
tell you what, Mike, this could be quite a lengthy session because the first couple of
Table after this match, it's China B against Norway. I mean, 2-0. Score's pretty level, pretty much level in the third at the moment.
Yes, this frame is dragged on, but it's been interesting nevertheless, and now it's taken.
Wow, that's a great hit. It really is. Gone the other way. Oh, he's nudged the green. Well, it's okay. I thought he might have nudged it safe.
It's been a slow frame, yes, but it's not been a slow.
Well, somehow he's trying to get him behind the green there and knock the black off the cushion, but I think he might have got the snooker anyway. Playing the swerve. It's got interesting. Well, he was trying to move something.
This group, and yet he's clinging on for dear life.
Well, he's managed to avoid the pink. Yes, I won't disagree with anything. Well, you could say he's moved the green into a slightly better position. Oh, well, doesn't matter, does it, when you can knock those in? It should be frame over. I'll tell you.
Needs a couple of snookers. Not beyond the bounds of possibility.
3.
That won't help Snooker himself. It's for a thin edge. Got to be careful here.
China 3. Four.
Well, couldn't really avoid that ding. He had to play a little swerve around the blue. There's no real damage done, but he still needs 2 snookers, 25 behind. Oh well, I don't think he played that. I think he played him behind the black. Now he's cut down his odds. Well, he's a million against now. Still trying though, still giving it 100%.
Yes, when you need one snooker with just pink and black on the table, it's the last chance saloon.
If it goes in, that's a bonus. Frame over. It's not far away, you know. Oh, will it drop? Will it drop? Well, he's got no chance of keeping this out. None whatsoever. Yeah.
Well, we've heard this phrase in many other sporting arenas, one in particular. I'm going to say it.
World Cup Snooker 2017. China versus Germany, best of 5.
Yep, think he's having a go. Unlucky.
It would be ridiculous to say that watch doubles, which is alternate shots. Here, the players get alternate visits.
A bit bitty because there's more balls on the table as well as a card's pool. So they went back to the original format.
Yeah, I think this is the format that's played in the vast majority of the commentator is too modest to tell you, but he and Stephen Hendry won it.
A couple of times. As you said, modest, Phil. Yes, I had the pleasure of probably playing the...
Mio and Steve Davis were the two most successful pairings ever.
Yeah. I got the call from Steve and I said to him, well, I'll skewed that well. In fact, he's skewed it too well. I'll still be taking this on.
Ireland just about scrambled home in the second frame against Egypt.
Overcut it.
Germany 15.
I think he might have got away with that in this format with Australia and Malta, Phil, wasn't there? Where I think did a frame go to a respotted black and somebody played out of turn and defaulted the frame?
Yeah.
Well, we could be heading for a re-rack here, especially with those two reds at the end of the table.
Now remember, after this, another 7 frames to be played. Could be a late finish. Really sticky. Thunderstorms, in fact, in the forecast all week. And
well, I think we've had the odd big bounce on off one of the cushions, but over
at a lovely hotel right close to the Chao Phraya River, and with the fact it was the rainy season, plus the river as well in close proximity, the tables were like sludge.
Yeah, it can happen. Really weird story that I had there when I got to, I think it was
Not what it should be.
No, what he'd done is put the extension in the case the wrong way around, and of course with the threads, the thread had threaded the tip. It's as simple as that. He'd put the cue away after practicing not beat in the second match.
Yes, tip's a very fragile thing to play with. Beaten 5-0.
Just too wide. Well, let's not forget.
This might be a walk in the park for China. Still could be. But right now, they are really being forced to battle. To the middle pocket, and it's in. Belgium 3, Hong Kong 0. So Belgium have won the match, but of course
Frame counts. Oh, that's clever. He was just checking that he wasn't leaving. He's looking at the other one, but I don't think he's playing the pod. I think he's just putting the white to the top cushion. Oh, he's overhit that slightly. Has he left one to the middle? Well, that's certainly opened things. There we go. Let's see what he's going to play. I think he's going for this. I think he's going for the middle. All or nothing. Oh, he's got a kick. And he got a kick as well. That didn't help.
And find he's scoring rhythm, and that's easier said than done.
And at last, a red potted.
Well, how about this from Lukas? A rapid-fire century break. The Belgians absolutely take a 4-0 lead over Hong Kong.
It would be. And of course, let's not forget they've been rewarded as well with the announcement this.
And so if Belgium do win 5-0, China will need to win every single frame left in this match to be tied at the top of the table. If not, they'll be in second place.
18.
Well, that's not good. He caught the knuckle of the pocket there, but he's managed to land on this one near the yellow pocket. He played on the one that he's nose to try and get onto a colour. Doesn't want to sort of stun into them and finish nowhere. Well, he didn't play it there, but
He misses it. Maybe Germany will steal in.
Yep, indeed. Should get this, though. Doesn't miss many of these. What was I saying? What was I saying?
Junhi, 24.
What a surprise that is.
Without being too dramatic, this is perhaps one of the most important and certainly the highest profile visit that Simon Lichtenberg has ever had on a snooker table.
And the thing is as well, you know, things can happen within the group, Phil. We know there's only 2 to qualify.
Well, what's happening on all 3 tables at the moment makes this group a lot tighter
8.
than you might have thought, although that's a little heavy-handed.
Well, he's just second, but who knows what's going to happen. Drop this in, perhaps, for the red down the table. I think it's wide. Yes, it looked wide.
Germany, 8.
Great pot. The black was guaranteed. All he had to do was knock the red in. Well, I think he might have just blocked the pocket there for one. Well played. Bang in the middle. Didn't touch the sides and slow down a little. Oh, that's perfect. Well, he's been really lucky there if he's landed on this red, because I don't, for me, that was.
70.
Yes, he's nominated yellow here to the middle. Well played. Yeah, nice recovery. Still got, well, I'd say 2 awkward reds. In fact, these last 2 reds are the right side of the table for him, being a left-hander. think he's taking this to the centre, sunning over that red. Well played. I'll tell you what, there's some pots in this break so far. And that's not ideal either. Well, he might rattle this at pace. Well played.
24.
It's not getting any easier. Team thinking again that I don't know if he's going to play the pot here. Well, that's terrific. But what's he going to do with this red? It's on. No, can't believe I said that. I'll tell you what, he's played one.
China,
That's pretty good
31.
actually. Well, that was one of the best 31s I've ever seen. Tell you what, this is a bit tidy as well. Got away with that. Okay, it's still on, but
Listen, think, oh, it was stroll in the park. Not so.
well, that's it. So often you see the frame scores and that in matches, and players won 5-0, but there's been 2 respotted blacks and two Chansen for China. Yeah, well played. Depends where the white finishes. Needs a cannon. Ooh, could have done with catching the blue there. He's nowhere. Well, he's just going to lay the snooker, just roll up to the black. And of course, I was forgetting, Phil, that red was frame ball.
China 1.
Well, he should have done better with that. He should have pushed the black to the side cushion. 2 snookers needed by Germany. Good hit. Oh, it's frame over now.
Two. Five.
Well, a mobile phone going off in the crowd, but it's too late to affect the outcome.
9. China 9.
World Cup Snooker 2017. China versus Germany. Best of 5.
Possible 10, they would be in a very powerful position. But as we've seen, Lukas Kleckers is not to be taken lightly. Occasions, Egypt led by the odd frame. On both occasions, the Irish have
And these two young lads from Germany certainly give them a good battle. Hang on though, that white could be close, ball in hand.
His behaviour is being tempered here because he's in the same team as Ding.
As I mentioned, hang on a minute, as I mentioned to David Hendon, he said they feel as,
For some,
well, as it was last year, wasn't it, for Ming Tao, and what was his partner again? I've forgotten.
Junhi+Liang, yeah.
Yeah, what a great victory that was for them too. Defending champion this match. Well, to be honest, I think that's the first real risky pot that any of these players.
Maybe I could have understood that because he's inexperienced, nervous. But with Kleckers coming to the table,
Some of the same here would be nice. That would set up the match for the final frame.
8. 9.
Q School graduate, came through in but there's a little movement of the rest.
Looking to get on the back red here. Well, this is going to be a big shot if he takes this on. He's going to be. Here we go. Great pot. Nicely done. They'd have been unlucky to see the white go there. More of the pocket, and he could hit the brown and stay on the red. But this has to go in, of course. Missed it. Yep, if he'd have got the pot, he'd have caught the brown.
China 5.
Well, now then. What can Germany... Too hard. He's overhit it. Oh, he's been a little bit lucky there with the cannon. That will do. And I know they got beat 4-1 yesterday in Hong Kong, but if somehow they can manufacture a win here against...
By far the more dangerous of the two players here.
9.
He looks like he's been around for some time. And I suppose it helps as well, Phil, that he's been probably playing continually for the last couple of months, hasn't he? What between the Q School and qualifier.
Chinese players. Gang Minqi, 4-2, and in the penultimate, one man and a dog watching. Here the world's watching.
22. 23.
They could possibly lead outright. .
36.
The more I'm encouraged, because he's one of those players, Mike.
And then commits. Well, that's gone wrong though. He's only 21 years of age. He's got plenty of time on his hands.
More obvious natural ability than him.
No, I don't think this has been called a touching ball. I think he's got to clip this.
Germany,
Pretty good.
44.
Hasn't quite blocked off.
Might have been made up for him. No. Remaining circumspect. Can't blame him. 50.
Goes to have a go. Oh. Oh, he's covered it. He's been lucky. Well, it's plain ball striking. So he's not trying to kick it in. Well, there you go. From the overhead camera.
As indeed should the frame be plain sailing from here. .56 in front, 59 on, so the simplest of frame balls coming up.
Amateur, we know Ding should win, but you never know in this format.
4.
But Lukas here has played a really solid frame.
As a rookie professional, already has a couple of notable achievements now.
12.
Well, he's won both of his singles matches. Beat Ding Junhi earlier on. And now he's beaten Liang. Chose to take on that red to the corner.
Germany, 9.
World Cup Snooker 2017. China versus Germany. Best of 5.
Great opening red.
1.
The likes of Ding Junhui and Liang Wenbo, who are one of the clear favourites to win this tournament. If it had been sort of 2 inches to the right, that would have been perfect. Wow, look at that. Not interested. Well, that's fascinating, really.
Germany, 14.
They know that they have. Has he found a plant here? Because again, he's going to scatter these to the left corner. Oh, there we go. Now, he did that in his match against Lukas, and he didn't land on the blue. He's playing the blue. Well played, and he's found the gap between the green and the brown. Where's this white going to finish? That will do. He's turned it over. You can drop.
Thank you. $14.
Now, this is where Junhi likes to be, amongst the black spot.
Horrible cueing this. Oh, really well done. Right into the heart of the pocket. When all 5 of their matches in the group phase played 25 frames, won 21 of them. And Ding needs to win this frame to keep their unbeaten group record intact 2 years on.
$30. $37. $38.
In Group A, I can tell you that Wales have taken the first frame against Malaysia.
$43. $44.
And the other thing I'm thinking about, Mike, is Ding at the table, one of the finest for what would be the 5th century of the tournament already. And given the format, that's a very high number.
$59. $60. $65. $66.
Well, 51 the lead, this blue 52 the lead. In fact, that's why the applause from the audience. They've done their maths. So this is a super break here from Junhi.
71.
What a pity, but he should have done enough.
China 71.
China's A team not had things their own way this afternoon, far from it. Lukas Kleckers winning both of his singles admirable effort, that. But surely now the win is going to go to China, and that means they've won 8 frames out of 10 and very much on course, Mike, for their expected place in the quarterfinals here on Saturday.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, they've been really tested today, haven't they, by these two young lads. Really have. It's been a good match. There's been prolonged frames, but interesting as well. It's all over now.
Hope you guys like this my snooker shorts 34 video. Thanks for watching.
Okay, let's go.